Oh, welcome to 2023. This is Steve and this is That Adventure John. We are going to go out for a nice little New Year's Day ride. Boop, 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 boop. Oy vey. I hope everyone had a great holiday season. I hope everyone had a great New Year's Eve. Mine was delightful. We stayed home. We drank well. We ate well. Ate a lot of seafood last night, which is always good. Shall never complain about that. And it's 2023 now. Flip that calendar over. Which I think this is that awkward thing where I think I accidentally hit my high beams on. Oh, I got a car full of kids and dogs. Kids and dogs. Kids and dogs. That is an aftermarket handle on that Booseroo. This is going to be a Forgotten Quarter ride, but trying to decide where I want to go. So I think I'm going to head down to a place I went over the summer when I wasn't taping. But we'll see. We'll see what the day brings. But I have found a couple things I've been wanting to read. I found an old book called The Lost Towns of Southern New Jersey. Really cool book. It's actually helping me come up with some additional ideas for dispatches to the Forgotten Quarter, because I think we're going to actually go buy one here shortly. And we'll come back through Cedarville at some point. Yeah, I think one of these is an old church. I think that Presbyterian church. That's an old church. But so I've been working my way through that. And that's kind of the really kind of fascinating story. There's like so many of these old towns, especially as you get up, say north of Route 70, 72. Pretty much everything from that book is now either on the property for Joint Base McGuire Dix, Lakewood, zooming out there, or Six Flags Great Adventure, and the cheap safari that's out there, or the poor man's safari, whatever they call it. Which way do we want to go? You went up this way. Let's kick on our off-road mode. Let's see if we can get in trouble back here. It'll be a year ago Tuesday that my wife and I were coming back from Cape May. We got a last minute reservation to stay at local hotel in Cape May for the last day that their pool was open. Their heated outdoor saltwater pool. So it's like, all right, this is always cool. And then we saw that there's going to be some snow in the forecast. It was interesting. We get down there and it's in the 60s. It was a beautiful day. You know, I think we walked to dinner. You know, in basically short sleeves. Had a wonderful dinner. Big old tomahawk steak at Primal Kitchen. And then got back. It's still 60 degrees out, so do a little night swimming. And wake up in the morning, and there is no joke. There is easily, yeah, we're not going to go that way. There's easily 6 inches of snow on the ground. So from there, we what normally takes an hour and a half took us a solid 3.5, 4 hours to get home. And it was crazy because, and this is really kind of indicative of the whole snow precipitation last year, is that the coastal areas in New Jersey, the southern and coastal areas, got significantly more snow than, say, places kind of towards Philadelphia and that area. So like I said, and by the time we leave, there's probably closer to 8 inches of snow on the ground. So we just plod along in the Wrangler. We come up to East Point Lighthouse because I had to see that in the snow. And then I'm driving through. The roads were flooded, covered in slush, ice chunks. It was sketchy. I'll admit. One of those things my wife was definitely concerned. But we make it down to East Point. We get a couple selfies in front of the lighthouse in the snow. And then we make our way north again. Our driveway wasn't even covered when we got home. So it was wild. And it was heavy, wet snow down there, of course. Let's try this again. It helps to make content, because we're making content. It helps to make content, or it really helps the content making process. We actually engage the record button. Sometimes I get kind of focused on the writing that I don't pay to see my little red light blinking. Especially these gloves. Sometimes the hitting the button doesn't quite work as well as I would potentially like. Alright, so we'll get facing back the other way so I can actually film. It's not the end of the world. It's probably going to end up being a better shot. So I tried to film something, so now we're going to go back and try to film it, but we're going to actually film it from a better direction. So, sometimes stupidity pays. Not often. Never never bank on your stupidity being a benefit. But, yeah, there's worse things, I guess. But, yeah, so things just get kind of left here, brought here to be left here. So what we're about to see are some abandoned old rail cars and a couple engines that are kind of cool. Now we would stop, but this is private property, and as you can see up here, there's a fair amount of posted signs. A patrol car, Erie Mining Company. One of these engines has some cameras on it. So, don't need to be playing around here to get nabbed up by some of these folks. I'm gonna scoot into here real quick. Man, why is someone here using their new fishing license, man? Look at that, nice and protected. Well, this looks like crud. Oh. Now we'll go this way. It's got the Newport Road. I just hope I don't come across anyone trying to hunt. I don't be that kind of a douche. Don't be a big douche noozle about that. Did not know this was here. Shame on me. Yeah, this is Newport Road, I think. Yep. That's where I want to go. Alright, we're a little bit further north, coming through Cedarvale. This is a really cool short stretch of road. Nice little ponds, I guess. Named for Clark. They were his ponds. One pond. I'm guessing Mr. Clark at one point owned a mill. Yeah, doing a little bass fishing. Well, and that was Clark's Pond Wildlife Management Area. How about that? So we're gonna cut through Daretown Lake out to, what the hell's that road called? We'll find out what that road's called. It's Oh, we're in the peach orchards. So, yeah. So this, one of the roads we're going to come to after the lake. Avis Mill? Avis Mill! Look it up. It's in the weird New Jersey. It's in the weird New Jersey. No, Slab Town. Slab Town Road. That's the name. So yeah, it apparently like you can go through there at night and you see like glowing orbs and shit. It's quite swampish. Right around there, I don't know what swamp gas is. There's also a fairly large, like, family campground kind of place. Known as Yogi Bears. But, I'm not saying people are seeing, like, lights from the campground, but I think people are seeing lights from the campground. Old square body. But, I myself am not a big conspiracy theorist. I think most things have a fairly logical explanation. Yeah, this is Daretown Lake. Old cypress trees. Not cypress trees. The sycamores. Why do I always forget that word? I struggle with that word at times. Yeah, you know what? I could probably fly fish this pretty easily. I think my adventure tomorrow, I've never caught a pickerel in New Jersey. I got really heavily into fly fishing in college in DC, and then living in Western Pennsylvania. But yeah, I didn't. Most of what I did here, I actually did in Northeast Maryland and Fair Hill Wildlife Management Area. And hey, cows, stand up! It's New Year. They're hungover. Most of my fishing I did around here, I either did down in Maryland, mostly in Maryland. I didn't do a whole lot in New Jersey. I don't think I got a New Jersey license until I was in my 20s. Like deep into my 20s. I'd come home and visit. Well, I still had a New Jersey license, driver's license. And then, yeah. So this is Slab Town Road. Notice all the private property and the trespassing signs. So supposedly you drive down through here at night. Right down here, the road creates the dam for this little pond on the left. So they're saying like down over here you can see like glowing orbs. But yeah, like it's hard to come check that out without getting caught for trespassing, which is never really worth it. All right, so now we make a right up here, head into Woodstown, and then